if you want to get some cheap properties that you can flip or rent out, and we're talking sometimes as much as 90% below market value on some of these properties, then you're in the right spot. This video is a great way to get into real estate investing, or at least open up your mind to the idea of getting into some alternative ways other than Zillow or the MLS, where really you're fighting for scraps paying market value. So as you know, with tax deed states, you can buy a property sometimes for as little as the back taxes owed, which makes this a great new opportunity for beginners like you to get into real estate. You know, when I got into this stuff 20 years ago, my mind was completely blown by the fact that you could buy properties sometimes for as little as 50 or 100 bucks. Now, you might be watching this being skeptical, but we have all the information that you need here to get started. With a tax deed state, remember, they can go 3 to 5 years of the homeowner not paying their taxes, and the government's going to say, hey, pay us by this date. They're going to auction the property off. The opening bid will be the taxes. However, if nobody bids on that property, sometimes you can get a property literally for the taxes owed. So coming in at number 3, my third favorite place for tax deeds is the sunny state of Florida. I think it was Jerry Seinfeld that said the Florida flag should just be a steering wheel with like 2 knuckles. That'd be pretty good. So maybe one day they will change that. So here's why I like Florida. Florida has 67 counties with a population of about 22 million people in it. So what I like about Florida as well is there's plenty of opportunity. And a key thing to keep in mind is the fact that some states do auctions yearly. Some states do auctions every single month. So what I like about Florida is the fact that they do auctions in a lot of places every single month. The other thing that I like about Florida is the fact that they do a lot of their auctions online. Now, where do you go? Where do you start, right? So we have obviously the big places like Miami-Dade County, Miami. Population there about 2.7 million. Average home price is around $530,000. Fun fact, there is a video on this channel where someone was like, oh, I thought this stuff was BS, but I was looking at the Florida sale and there was a property worth 500 grand that just sold for 70. So that is in the comments here. And you know what? I put on my investigator hat and I actually went and checked the public record and it was a legit deal. And they did that just by watching this channel. So you're in the right place. People watch these videos and they actually go get deals. So that was very, very cool. Now we have Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, average home price there, 450, population 1.9 million. And then Palm Beach is the 3rd largest county. Now, here's the thing to keep in mind. In some of these places, a lot of the times, the higher the value, the more competition. So I've gotten some of my best deals in the smaller counties. So like, for example, in Florida, you have Glades County with a population of 13,700. Average home prices there are still $150,000, which these days sounds pretty crazy.